We're the Girly Pops.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Hayley.
And today we are finally acting on our promise from videos ago about talking about crazy family interactions with the holidays coming up. We got to talk about past holidays. So it sounds like, and I don't actually know Hayley's. I think she knows mine. But I heard a little part of it because she was calling her mom earlier to confirm details, and I heard a tiny piece of it, and I already feel like we're in for a great story time.
Mine's all one person.
Mine is one side of the family. It's 3 people, but all in the same realm of people. Because really, and anyone who's married knows this, if you're married, there's one side of the family that is absolutely insane, and the other side of the family is like not normal, because no one's family is normal, but like less insane.
Come here.
Is that Mimu?
Come here, child. Oh. Yes.
Hello. Are you ready to talk about family today?
Just like I fucking hate this lady.
Cute. She's so cute. Your little toesies. Let me tickle your little toes. I tickle your toes. She don't like it. Goodbye, Mimu.
Bye, Mimu.
All right. How many stories do you got? Because,
well, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do you have more than 5? I'm trying to
Maybe
think
6?
of how to space it. Okay, you go first.
Okay, so this first one. So all this is about my cousin on my mom's side. I don't think he'll ever watch this video, but
if he does, I mean, it's not talking shit. It's literally just telling facts.
Yeah, I'm just telling facts.
It happened.
So my mother informed me of this one when he was younger, because obviously I wasn't around. But he used to be really lazy, and he would just pee in empty bottles and then just leave them.
Leave him where?
In his room. Just leave him in the room.
Like, so he had a collection of his own pee?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. That's a short one for you. Again, I don't know much about it.
That's...
Mm-hmm.
How old was he when he did this?
I don't know. Probably a teenager, to be honest. Teenage boy.
Yeah, that checks out.
He would.
That checks out. Oh my. Okay. Starting off strong.
You know what? Yep.
Wow. This one, mine are all kind of long.
That's okay.
So, let me preface these stories by saying,
one.
Like, you have a long one?
I do have long. That's the last one.
I feel like all of mine are kind of long. And some of them are shorter. These are about my mom's side of the family. My mom, wonderful, sweet lady. I don't know how she turned out the way she did. She's just a little angel on earth. Okay. My mom's side of the family. I don't think they'll ever see this. If I do, they'll probably shun me forever. Whatever. My grandma is like not that bad. She's like not that crazy. My mom's 2 sisters though, bruh, it's like next level. I don't even, like, when I say crazy, like, the woman tells me that she hears dog whistles and she eats dog biscuits for fun. Like, she like genuinely likes the taste of them. She's like, they're human grade, they taste fine. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with when I put these stories down on the table. Little. Okay, so this one is about the dog biscuit lady. There's 2 sisters, I should say. Okay, and most of them are going to be about this dog biscuit lady. One of them is about a different one, but we'll get there. So this first one is about dog biscuit lady. Actually, maybe I should switch it up, because I feel like this story won't have as much, like, yeah, until you hear the other stories about her. So,
Okay.
I'll switch. This one is still about dog biscuit lady. My sister is, if I haven't mentioned before, my parents adopted her from China. And really, me and my brother, like, we kind of forget that. Like we see her as my biological sister. In fact, I was just at the doctor's office like last week, and she was like, do you have any siblings? And I was like, 2. And she's like, okay, are they both biological? And I was like, yes. And Noah was in there, and he was like, and I was like, oh, no, 1 biological sibling. Just kidding. Forgot about that. Like, when you have an adopted sibling, you just don't even think about it. You forget that even happened. They're your sister, they're your brother, whatever. My aunt always tries to make it very clear to my sister that she's an outlier in the family and she's different.
Ew.
Yeah, don't like it. Well, this story takes place. My sister was probably 13, 14. Right around that age where you start reading the Percy Jackson books and you get really into them. You know, she's really into it. She's really into Greek mythology and all the things. And she was like really knowledgeable about it. So my grandma was asking questions and like, oh, so what's your favorite Greek mythology story? And my sister's answering. And my aunt's like, that's not right. I know more than you. And my sister's like, no, it's this. And so my aunt's like, let me Google it. And she Googles it, and lo and behold, my sister's right, because she's a smart little cookie. And so my aunt's pissed that she was wrong this is like a 40-year-old woman. She's pissed that she's wrong up against a 13-year-old.
Of course.
Also, let's keep in mind, this woman is unmarried because she's so immature. So anyways, so she's pissed, and you can just see she's like building up this anger, like she's breathing like that. Okay, so then probably 45 minutes go by, and I forget what was even said, but my sister, she was born with a cleft lip, so she had originally had some speech problems because of it. Now speaks, I mean, so perfectly clearly. You can understand every single word she said. You could before, honestly, but it's a medical thing. Like, a lot of people have it, and it's just, they sew it up, they fix it. And so there's really no problem with understanding her speech. But you could tell that my Aunt Carrie was just looking for something to bully her about. So I forget what Lizzie said. Did I say my aunt's name?
No, but you said your sister's name.
Okay. I think I said my aunt. This aunt, anyways. If I did say it, I'll cut it out.
I'll cut it out.
So my sister, I'm not going to say her name. It's Lizzie. I've said it before. My sister, she said something. I don't remember what it was, but my aunt goes, "What was that? I don't understand what you're saying." And so Lizzie said it again and like enunciated it. I don't know what she said. Let's say she said, "The wall is brown." She was like, "The wall is brown." Like, clearly you can understand it, whatever. And my aunt goes, "Maybe that's why people have such a hard time understanding you, is because of your lip."
If I was her mom, I would have beat my sister's ass.
Oh my God. So my parents are both there at this Christmas function, but not in the room, so they didn't hear it. It's just Lizzie, my aunt, and me, and Noah. And Lizzie and she was like, and my sister came back with, "And this is why you're not married, because you're so mean and ugly."
Honestly, I can see her saying that.
My sister don't take crap from no one, okay? So then she was like, "I'm leaving." So my sister goes upstairs, and I'm like, this didn't sit right with me, so me and Noah leave too. We go upstairs too. And Lizzie's obviously upset. She's like holding back tears, and we're talking her through, and we're like, she's just a big old woman. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She says something mean to everyone. Well, I think my dad was upstairs, and he was like, "What's wrong? Like, why are you crying?" And like, my dad,
Yep.
if you couldn't tell from the stories past, social justice warrior, okay? It's where I get it from. It's bred into me, okay? So then Lizzie's like, "She said this about me," and my dad do one of these, and he goes downstairs. Okay, this is a big house. When I say he goes downstairs, it's like you walk out of this room, down this hallway, walk down the stairs, walk down this hallway, walk down this hallway, and then past 2 rooms to get into the living room. So it is a ways away. Like if we're just talking like this or even being kind of loud, you won't hear it from upstairs at all. My dad tears into, they're screaming at each other. My dad, you don't talk to my daughter like that, and if you ever do again, and I catch it, and going off, and she's like, I didn't say anything wrong. They're screaming, okay? They're going off. And then all of a sudden I hear, boom, door slam. My aunt's gone. My dad comes back upstairs and says, Lizzie, if she ever says anything like that to you again, you just let me know, okay? So it was a bit awkward. After that, my aunt waited for my dad to leave. I don't know where he went. He wasn't in the room, and she came back and she said she gave my sister a hug, and she's crying because she'd been caught. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I forget what she said, but it was just another backhanded little thing to my sister. And so my sister was like, oh, and didn't say I forgive you or anything, because why should she? She's 13 and a 40-year-old woman is bullying her. So then my sister holds off because we don't want another screaming fight at Christmas. So she waits until we are headed home, and she tells my dad what my aunt said. And let's just say my dad has never attended a family Christmas at their house since.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's I can't stand. He's like, Lizzie, you don't have to go. I'm not going because I can't stand to hear a old hag bully my daughter like that. He's like, and if you don't go, that's fine. I'll stand up for you. It's whatever. But he won't go because he can't stand to hear them talk to us like that. So,
yeah, honestly, fair.
Yeah. That's my first story. We got a lot to go, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
I might skip that small one because it's not that thing. Okay.
The one that you told me earlier.
So he is the type of person that thinks he's God's gift to the earth. And you'll kind of realize that in a lot of these stories. So he had the sister. I say had because she was very sadly murdered by her boyfriend. That does play into a future story, but not this one. But he got her a car for her birthday, right? Made a whole little scavenger hunt, all cute, filmed the whole thing.
Oh.
And then afterwards was like, hey, you have to pay me back for that car. Sir, it's a gift. What do you mean? So you're telling me that you did all of this just for show? Basically, it's for that video.
Did she tell him to take the car back?
I don't know. That's all I know about that one. And she used to work in his restaurant for him. And even if it was they're snowed out, he'd still expect her to show up. Or he would fire her.
Was it a 4-wheel drive truck?
I don't know. Yeah, no, he's not a nice person. He's definitely a narcissist. But that doesn't click in his head.
Yeah, no, I mean,
understand that.
First step of narcissism is not knowing that you're a narcissist, for sure. Because you just think that the world is about you.
Yeah. My grandma, who lives in New York, she likes to do calls because she's so far away. Yeah. So
it's sweet. It's cute.
I get Tuesdays and my mom has Wednesdays, and she used to call this cousin, and he would yell at her over the phone and then send her the definition of a narcissist, being like, this is what you are. Yeah. Yeah. That's just part of it. I'll let you continue your next story, and I'll keep going with it. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh my god. Okay. So next one I'll tell is actually about my mom's other sister. And this one's short because I was a child. I was probably not even 10, probably. Maybe, if that. I can't really remember how old I was. I was very young. But My mom has another sister who I have not seen in years.
Okay.
I don't even know. Like, if she died, I probably would never know. And this was, my grandparents had an old house. And we'd always get together. They didn't live so far away. It was only like 4 hours maybe. Versus now they live like 8 hours away. So like, it was kind of right in the middle. We'd all get together. And there was a difference in political opinions. I won't say who was on what side.
Okay.
But if it tips you off about anything, I remember my aunt. So my uncle got my aunt a gun for this Christmas that she opened in front of all of us kids, which, okay, there's not ammo in it, whatever, except for the next gift was ammo.
Of course.
Yep. Because how you gonna shoot a gun with no ammo?
Exactly.
I see his logic, I guess. Except for there are small children present, lots of them, and not a gun safe, but that's not...
What do you know?
What? I was 10, if that. So anyways, so she's, handling the gun, she's holding the gun, she's like, oh, this is a nice gun, great. Somehow, probably, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes later, we're at the dinner table because we're about to eat like our Christmas dinner, and politics get brought up. While she has the gun in hand, she has not put the gun down yet. And I don't remember if at some point if it was loaded or what, but she was, all I remember was sitting at this table, and across from the table from me is my aunt waving a gun and yelling about Obama, and then specifically waving it kind of in my dad's general direction because they disagreed about certain things, and my dad saying, put down the gun. There are children present, and then she goes like this, and she's waving around like this, about how she don't care about there's children present, blah blah blah, which one of the children is her own. Let's also keep this in mind. And I don't really remember how it ends. All I remember is my aunt waving a gun around for a good amount of time. Like, no one came at her and tackled her because, like, we ain't gonna be shot at family Christmas. They say, though, statistically, you're most likely to be, like, shot or killed at, like, a family gathering, like on Christmas Day or Thanksgiving or something like that.
Great.
This would have been that case.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
And so in that case, my dad stopped going to those Christmases until that aunt stopped going to the Christmases. And then my dad started going back until the other aunt screwed up. And then now he won't go to that Christmas either.
Fair.
Yeah. So that's my other story, is just my aunt just waving guns at small children and my father. So.
Good times.
Yeah.
So my next one is this cousin. He has a son. Probably like, at this point, he was like 8 or 10, something like that. But his parenting style is to share it with the world, as is everything else.
I was gonna say, I kind of wondered that with the filming and putting like a video together of him buying a car for his sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he filmed this basically in his restaurant. I think his son had like made some kind of food. I'm sure like this cousin had asked him to do it, and basically was like yelling at him, and was like, all because the kid lied. And basically he was like, oh, you see all the hard work that you made? Prepares to throw it all away. Being like, oh, that's how you made me feel. I'm building all this. I'm putting in all the work to build trust with you. And then you lie and you throw it all away. And like cussing and yelling. And then he posted on Facebook. And what do the comments say? Great parenting. Yes, get it. That's exactly how you should be. Okay,
one thing to where do we even begin to address this? I'm no therapist. However, first of all, cussing at your child, kind of a no-no. Second of all, there are other ways to explain that lying is bad that don't require all that.
After this, I'm going to show you the video.
Oh my God, yes.
It's still on there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Never took it down.
No, he's not ashamed.
Third of all, though, to post it on Facebook is wild. To post you, I can't even. How long ago was this? Like, how old is this kid now?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the years. But I don't remember.
Wild. Like, to post on Facebook, to not only do all that to a kid and then be like, I want to post this on Facebook now. That's a pretty good video. I want the world to see that.
I know.
Bruh.
I heard the video of him parenting.
Oh my God, I'm so mad. Like, this literally ruined my night. I'm so pissed. Yeah. I'm so pissed.
It was bad.
I'm trying to stay in a good mood, but I'm pissed off. Like, I will fight this man. If I ever see him, if I ever find him.
I want to fight him.
I will
beat
the shit out of that man.
Yeah. There's so many things I want to say, but I can't. And I'll get into why when we get in Blair stories. And I'll tell you why, but it's just, yeah.
I'm mad now. Okay, so my next one.
If you want to go through a couple of yours, and then I can do like the
all together
version, all in one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a easy.
Let's see. Okay, So you have like one story left?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell like one long version of mine.
Okay, perfect.
Because this is all about the same person. So this is about the aunt who told my sister that no one can understand her, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I thought this was Dog Biscuit Lady.
Oh, that's the same aunt. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I know her as Dog Biscuit Lady.
Yes,
only.
Dog Biscuit Lady. We call her the bitch.
It's kind of fitting.
And, I mean, come on. She can hear dog whistles and she eats dog biscuits are fun. She's asking for the name.
Yep.
So anyways, in this story, a little backstory. Before I was with my husband, I had just a little tiny eating disorder. I was a little bit very underweight, very skinny, very sickly. I was so sick to the point where I was passing out randomly and hitting my head and like literally pretty close to dying. I was not doing good. Okay. So I was very underweight, very skinny. And then I met Noah and things started looking up. I started getting a lot better. I started putting on weight because I was getting healthy. And this family, if you can imagine just like any other terrible human being in a family, they like to comment on my weight. You look so much better back when you were skinnier, back when you were 95 pounds at 19 years old. You look so good back then. So, okay. So, this was the Christmas after I got married. So I was finally at a healthy weight. I was at a good weight. I had gained probably about 50 pounds. 50, 60 pounds, which was good. It was
kind from 95, like that's...
Yeah, it was needed for sure. And it took some time and it took a lot of effort and all the stuff, but that's not what we're here for. So, they got me a hoodie. I love Smokey Bear. I am a Smokey Bear girl. They got me a hoodie with Smokey Bear, which is very thoughtful, very kind. I love it and I still wear it all the time. However, they got me an adult large. Perfect. Great. It fits a little baggy on me. It's like oversized. Oversized is in. Great. So I'm like, oh, perfect. Thank you so much. I really love it. Like as soon as I open it, thank you so much. I really love it. And they're like, well, make sure it fits first. Fine. Yeah. That is a fair thing to say to someone who you buy clothes for, because everyone's body's a little different.
Yeah, every
you know,
clothing item is made differently.
Exactly, yeah. And so I was like, okay, so I tried it on. I'm like, oh, it's even a little big, but that's good because I can put a lot of layers under it, and it's perfect. And they're like, oh, okay, good. Well, we bought that for you back when you were like a lot lighter. Like, you've put on a lot of weight, like a lot of weight, like a lot. So we were really not sure that you would fit in this. And I was like, oh, yep, well, it's perfect. It fits great. Thank you. Yeah, well, you were a lot skinnier before. Like, a lot skinnier before. So we were really not sure.
Like, okay, I heard you the first time.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. Yep, but it fits perfect. So thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, because, like, you've put on a lot of weight since then. And we bought that a while ago. So, like, you are, like, you might not fit it. I'm like, it's literally on me right now. And it's a little big. So thank you. Thank you. And they just wouldn't drop it. They just kept saying, you were a lot skinnier. Like, you put on a lot of weight. You were a lot bigger now.
Like, I had an eating disorder, Karen.
I was like, oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool. And so anyways, it's like 30 minutes later and they're still talking about how much weight I've put on. Whatever. I can take it. I can take the heat. I know going into these situations that this is what's going to happen. I prepare myself. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. So then I was kind of trying to rebuttal because we've been talking about my weight for 30 minutes now. And as you can probably assume, someone who has had an eating disorder, it's kind of triggering when people talk about your weight, because although I know that I'm at a healthy weight, there's still times where, you know, you're like, oh, I used to be so skinny and I could go back to doing that. And I'm like, I feel fat because I'm not sunken in. And so I'm starting to feel a little like, okay, guys, I get it. I'm fat, you know, this is great. And so I was like, well, guys, like, I know I've put on a lot of weight, but I really do. I eat a good diet. Like, I put it on in a healthy way. Like, I eat a high fat diet, but it's all healthy fats. Like, it's pork and it's nuts and it's things like that. And I was like, you know, for instance, sometimes like in the morning I'll have a blueberry bagel, and then at lunch I'll have a yogurt, and then I get like a balanced amount of carbs and protein. And I was like going into it, and my aunt grabs my side and shakes me, and she goes, that bagel is probably why you look like this. That was 2 years ago, and I have not eaten a bagel since that day. I literally went home and I still had about half a bag of bagels, and I threw them away, and I have never eaten a bagel since. And my husband can attest to this because I was telling my mom about it, and she was like, oh my God, she said that to you? And I was like, yep, and I haven't eaten a bagel since. And I was like, it's true. We don't eat bagels anymore. No bagels allowed in the Murphy house.
I would have been like, okay, at least I don't eat dog biscuits. Woof,
Literally.
woof, bitch.
Literally. And also, she has
punt her.
no room to say any of that because
she had to eat the dog biscuits.
Because, well, here's the thing. Like, I get that. I got a little chub. Okay, I got a little wiggle in my step. But I've gone to the doctor and we've talked about my weight because it has been an issue in the past. And he says that I am at a weight that is a healthy weight for me. And I am consistently staying at that weight. Her, on the other hand, okay, I'm not saying she's fat. She's not fat. She's not fat. She's not skinny either. She probably got the same BMI as I do, but less boobs. She wish she could have boobs like these. So, in other words, maybe quit eating your own bagels before commenting on mine. Each. So my ending story about her, and then I have one more story before yours.
Yeah, of course.
Is then the summer after that, we went and visited. And I don't even remember. I think they were trying to get a lawnmower started or something. I wasn't outside. But my grandma, you know, it's like one of those pull lawnmowers. You got to pull like this, you know, and you got to whoosh, whoosh, you know. And so she's doing that and she's pulling it like this and it's not going. And my aunt is like, let me do it. Because they like scream fight. Like, you're not doing it right. So my aunt's starting to get into, let me do it. And she like gets her face up in there. And my grandma goes like this, punches her right in the nose. And my aunt goes, oh my God, you broke my nose. And my grandma goes, you shouldn't have been standing there, and didn't apologize or not. I have yet to hear about an apology from
I
that
wouldn't
situation.
apologize.
But that was just my little because she got punched in the nose. Here, I told Hayley this, but we have a bingo card, me and my family, of all the things that they might say. It's like 1 square is like if they mention my weight, 1 square is if they mention my sister's weight, and we all have our own bingo cards about what we think they're going to say. Whoever gets the bingo first wins liquor, because that's the only way that we can handle it.
Or for her sister, ice cream.
For my sister, she is underage, so we do promise her ice cream. But I think I'm gonna win. Obviously, she can't go in and buy the liquor. She gives me the money, and I buy the liquor. But yeah, there's technicalities. And either way, I'm winning, and I'm getting liquor. So yeah, but that's
me set the scene.
we got the legs crossed.
So, the sister who unfortunately passed away did have a 3-month-old baby at the time.
So sad.
This cousin so generously took her into his care. Like that's his whole personality. Which, yes, very nice thing to do. But I just recently found out that he has not actually adopted her, because then he'd have to pay for her insurance. So right now she's getting state insurance, and he doesn't want to pay for that. He doesn't want to pay for more.
What a fatherly thing to do.
I know, right?
Also, if you could see that video, I wish we could show it, but we probably can't show his face.
No.
I'm sure he'd come after you and sue you. But if we could show that video, you would see why it is an incredibly awful idea to put another child under his care. He was showing so many key examples of narcissism and absolutely horrible parenting.
Yeah. So, all these stories really stem from like around the time of the funeral, because me and my mother and my grandma and grandpa in New York, we all congregated to Virginia where the funeral was being held. And then like at the time, it was like a day or two before the funeral, this cousin and his wife were in Jamaica because they vacationed there a lot. So currently my uncle, who is the baby's grandfather, was watching her and everything. And why we have to be careful with what we say to this said cousin is because he will threaten to take away the seeing privileges of my uncle. He'll be like, oh, your niece said this to me. You can't see your grandchild anymore.
How's your uncle going to
call that?
How's your uncle going to stop you from saying something? And why do we need to punish him?
He's not. It's the power.
From what?
It's the only power that he has. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. So basically, the biggest argument was his plane came in at like 10 p.m. He was like, I'm going to come over to the house and pick up this 3-month-old. And my uncle was like, no, it'll be 11 p.m. by the time you get here. She'll be asleep. Just get her in the morning.
Right.
Common sense makes sense. Literally, but he's just arguing with him about it. And somehow my grandma gets on the phone, and this cousin's like, you need to keep your crazy family away from me. Like talking to his dad, basically like all of us are the crazy ones. Mind you, he still did show up at 11 at night because nobody's going to tell him what to do. And he's yelling and screaming.
Oh, great. Around a 3-month-old.
At his dad. And his dad's like, you're going to wake the baby up. Be quiet. He goes in there. This is her crib. Shakes it to wake her up.
Have we heard of shaken baby syndrome?
Why are you shaking her crib? It's
Have we
11
read
at night.
Any parenting books at all?
Yeah, like, come on now.
Should we call DHS?
And then during the funeral, it was very lovely. This cousin is very hymn coded, is basically all about all the amazing things that he did, and basically like barely mentioned his dad at all in that. So that was a whole thing. And then I like kind of brought it up to him because what this stemmed from was my grandpa made a very lovingly post on Facebook about it. Didn't mention those two people.
Which he doesn't have to because they're not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're not the one who died. Don't make the world revolve around you.
Every single comment. Love the post, but did we forget about these two? Basically, my cousin and his wife. They so graciously adopted
Love how you
her
don't mind your
3-month-old.
own business.
Basically. So I commented something. It's gone now, but I don't remember what I said. But honestly, it's probably something along the lines like, you didn't even include your dad in the funeral. And so he sends me a screenshot of his notes. Da-da-da-da-da-da. One tiny little thing about his dad. Da-da-da-da. Everything else.
How does he
like,
expect to do that and get the same in return and be pissed about it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then I think what finally, like, so one thing about my grandpa, he's such a chill man. You know, he's got no hate for anybody. But if you mess with his wife, he'll fuck you up. He will, because he literally said to my grandma in a text, like, while this whole, like, fight thing was happening.
Wait, he as in your grandpa or as in your cousin?
So my cousin sent, like, my grandma this.
Okay.
I don't care if the old bitch lives or dies. And so basically my grandpa was like, he is never allowed in this house ever again. He said the F word. He does not cuss. Yeah.
Go Gramps.
So basically, yeah.
Oh, man.
I
Dang.
think that's pretty much it. Basically, he's just a horrible person. And
tell the story that you told me about how cousin made a post on Facebook and how he, or can you say that? You just told me about the private messages.
Oh, I thought I mentioned that.
You skipped that part.
Oh, okay. I have to look up the messages because it's quite interesting. So basically, it was about how, right. So he was going to pick up the 3-month-old. As we know by now, he did make a Facebook post about it, basically being like, who are they to tell me, like, I can't go pick up my, like, adopted daughter.
Which, while you're pulling up, can I mention, why do we have to put everything on Facebook? Why can you just like solve a problem on your own? Do we have to share with the world every little detail of our lives? Sorry,
Anyways,
I'm, like, anti-social media, but
since I did discuss that he sent me like what he said in like the funeral, this was the one thing he said about his dad for the entire funeral. Let's see. In the last week she was here, I'm so grateful that my father and I were both able to share those words of affirmation with her. So that's it. That's the only thing he ever mentioned about his dad.
Moving. Florals for spring? Groundbreaking.
Okay. So I had commented on the Facebook post. I was like, basically like, why don't you just pick her up in the morning? Like, it's 11 at night. Let her sleep. You don't want to wake her up.
She's 3 months old.
She's 3 months old. Let her sleep. She's not sleeping long anyways. Direct messaged. Keep in mind, this was like 2 years ago, so I was 21.
Legally old enough to drink.
Very much so an adult at this point.
Legally an adult.
He says, who told you to respond about me picking up blank? I can't say the kid's name. And I said, nobody. I told myself.
Because she adult.
Because what you gonna do?
She's a grown-ass woman, bro.
He was like, you know you have no right to do that, but okay. Good talk, cuz. I sent him a thumbs up. Because at that point, I was like, whatever. And like everyone was telling me, like, just don't like feed into it because it's gonna be bad.
And that's exactly what he wants.
For his dad, basically. Yeah. And then he kept going. He's like, I'm trying to wrap my head around how a kid, I'm an adult, sir,
21 years old,
that's met blank, the 3-month-old, for a few hours can tell her adopted father, you have not legally adopted her.
So technically, no.
When he should and shouldn't do something, especially on social media. Not okay. Sir, all you do is post on social media things that are not okay.
Yeah, literally. I've seen it, and it's awful. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. I know I am a person to exaggerate.
No, it's actually awful.
That was a horrendous video.
It literally makes my stomach, like...
It made me want to cry.
Yeah.
It's sad.
No, it's horrible. I'll give you the premise of it, okay?
Should we act it out?
Let's act it out.
Okay.
Do you want to be the kid?
I want to be the kid.
Okay.
Okay.
This kid spent 20 minutes making mashed potatoes.
And he's like...
Oh, he's going, right? And he's like...
Stirring them up.
You got the video, just watching.
Someone's setting up the camera.
Of course, yeah. Someone's filming this. And
I'm like a little kid.
And I'm like, oh, what you got here? Y'all done?
Yeah, I'm making mashed potatoes.
Yeah? That took you a while. Like, how long did it take you? Like 20 minutes?
Yeah, like 20 minutes probably.
Your arm's hurting, huh?
Yeah, it's burning. Yeah.
Well, let's see what you do with that. Come here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. No, I'm trying to remember what it was.
He's like, your arm's burning?
Yeah,
then
you know what's running? He's like, good. Yeah, he's like, kind of like this. And he's like, you put in all that hard work? And then he goes over to the trash, starts dumping it out.
He's like, viciously and making eye contact with the kid. And the kid goes,
throwing it away after 20 minutes of hard work. Yeah, basically.
And he goes, look at me in the eyes.
Yeah, and he goes, because the kid was like, he's like, look at me.
He's like, look at me, bro. First of all, that's not your bro. Yes. That's your kid. He called him bro so many times.
Yes. And at one point, he was like, how does that make you feel that I threw away all your hard work? And of course the kid...
He's like, not good.
He's like, speak up.
Yeah, he said that. The kid goes, not good. And he goes, speak up when I talk to you.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm grinding, I'm going, I'm putting on all this hard work to build a trust with you. And then you lie to my face. And you're just throwing it away. You and your mom are lying to me. Why are you punishing the kid for what the mom is doing? What is this? That's and keep in mind he was also cussing.
Yeah, and no, we're keeping the clean version.
Yes, and his caption was parenting 101. Yes, I cuss at my kid. He learns worse on
TikTok.
Every comment. Some
video,
lessons have to be learned the hard way. Good parenting, good lessons.
There are so many better ways to teach them that's not how that.
Also, why are we wasting food? Mm-hmm.
Bruh. Yeah, no. And this was not that long ago. Like, I want to say, like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, back in the day, there wasn't a lot of access to parenting books and people didn't understand parenting styles. This was 4 years ago. This is from a man who frequently vacations in Jamaica.
Yep.
He could have skipped one vacation and spent a lot of money on a lot of parenting books and done a much better job at parenting. So we're not cutting any slack.
Yeah. And you know it's bad when, like, everyone else in the family is like, I feel really bad for that child to have to grow up in that house.
Yeah. My first response after seeing that video was, I really hope that kid grows to hate that man so that he can not, like, he can leave that house without feeling any guilt.
And I would like to say his ex-wife, so this kid's mom, also works at his restaurant. So, like,
still?
Yeah. Like, even she can't get away from him either.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
Yeah, he's
so sad.
He's a really horrible person.
Oh, my God, yeah. Who tasted me? Oh, get a gift card for this nasty aunt that I was talking about. Get her Christmas present. This is the most Christmas presents I have done in November. I literally see her in, like, 3 days, and I'm like... I haven't got you a gift.
Give her some dog biscuits.
Yeah, literally. I should get this like open bag that I already gave some to Luna. They're human grade.
Gift card to Pet Supplies Plus. Get your snacks.
I just thought you might, like, when you're hungry, you know, I just wanted to pay for a meal for you.
Oof. Get her some bagels.
Oh my God. You're looking a little skinny. Maybe you should put on some weight.
Here's some bagels.
No, that might boost your ego.
Oh, you're right.
Maybe this year, I'm setting a goal for myself. I'm
buy her a gym membership. Even looking a little chunky girly. I thought you needed this.
Oh my God. I'm saving that for next year. Oh my God. That's going to be a Christmas gift next year. Oh my God. Why didn't I think of that? I'm so upset. Oh no, I already bought a gift card.
You could attach a note, use it for a gym membership.
I gave her a TJ Maxx gift card.
Oh.
Yeah.
You look like you could use some bigger clothes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna do that. When she opens them, I'd be like, yeah, I just thought we could stop by TJ Maxx after this. I just thought maybe you'd need some, like, bigger clothes, you know?
Yeah, they're looking a little tight.
They look a little tight on you, and I remember last year they were, like,
too. So skinny, like, a couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago, you were so skinny. So I thought maybe you'd want to buy some new clothes. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I love that. Oh my God. I'm so excited. This is like put a little zest in my weekend. I'm looking forward to it now.
I'm looking forward to hear about it.
Oh my God. I can't wait to tell my sister. She's going to love it. Like, right after we leave in the car, I'm going to, like, FaceTime my sister and be like, guess what Hayley just gave me the idea for? Oh my God. My cheeks hurt from smiling. This is such a great idea. I'm so excited.
Such a great idea.
anyways, we'll keep you updated on how that goes. So
Yes. If there's any new drama
Tune
with
in.
this cousin, I will let you all know.
yeah, because I mean, surely cousin doesn't come to Christmas. I mean, like he doesn't
No.
travel here.
No. No, I hadn't seen him in years. Oh
Good.
my gosh, that was a
Good.
whole nother thing.
Oh,
He posted like a political thing about the SNAP benefits, and I definitely commented because that's something really irks me.
yeah. Same.
And basically, I ended it along with saying like, "Oh, just say you don't care about people."
Yeah.
And he was like, tell the person who gives food from their restaurant, who adopted his sister's daughter.
Let me see the papers.
Again, that he doesn't care about people. And then he had be like, oh, I hadn't heard from you in 3 years. And instead of getting a wedding invitation like I thought, it's just this comment on Facebook.
What?
You thought you'd be invited to my wedding?
Yeah, he really is a narcissist. Think that
You would never be invited to my wedding because I would beat the shit out of you.
literally, there's a list of people who are not invited,
He wasn't
and
even
he was
thought
top
of.
on the list.
Not even thought of. Like, kind of forgot you existed, bro.
This aunt that I was talking about is a literal reason we did not have a real wedding. Like, we didn't have a real wedding, and it was because we're like, well, if we invite this person, we have to invite this person. You know how it is. Like, you invite this
I
person,
do.
so then you have to invite this person, then you have to. It's getting overwhelming. And then I was like, if I invite all these people, I have to invite this aunt.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want her ruining my day because she's going to make it all about her and about how, oh, you did your hair like that. Oh, why do your nails look like that? Which, by the way, we didn't even know it, but we totally like twinned up on nails. We can't. We're not.
They're green.
They're green. They're cute. But anyways,
like, you should have got a bigger size wedding dress, honey.
oh, I'm sure she would have, said something like that. So she was like the deciding factor. Like she was the one. Like there was a lot of people who were like, oh, I don't want 500 people, and if you invite them, you have to invite them. But we were like, you know what? We're not doing it. We're not inviting. So we literally just had our parents and our siblings there and our grandparents. We didn't invite any friends. We didn't invite any. Which, looking back now, like I wish, I wish that I invited my friends, but it was just like I was just trying to avoid drama because anyone who's been married knows that weddings are a bunch of drama, and I was just getting overwhelmed, and I was like, oh, look at this. This is for me, not for anyone else. And so we just we basically eloped. It was like a nice elope, but it was eloped.
Yeah.
I totally get it. We did not invite her, and but she did make a deal about it because
Of course.
we sent an invitation to my grandparents because it was parents and grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
In total, there was 20 people because we also had this was counting the photographer, the cake decorator, like the people who, the preacher, the people who made the show happen. So there was like nobody there. Okay. And my aunt goes, thanks for the invitation, but I won't be able to make it because someone has to feed my cats.
Oh no, she's trailer lady too.
Yeah, this is Trailer Lady.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what?
My husband was just telling them the story at dinner tonight. 2 years ago at Thanksgiving, we went and so backstory, my grandma lives in this really nice house about 8 hours away, and then from us, and then about 10 minutes away lives my aunt and this nasty dirty little trailer. Nasty. And no hate on trailers, because originally I wanted our house to be a trailer. Like I was like, let's get a trailer, and then eventually when we get older, we can move up and do whatever. Because there are some nice trailers out there. This is not one of them nice trailers. This is like, think of like crack house trailers. Okay? That's what we're dealing with. She has probably 7 cats inside, and then, no joke, not exaggerating, at least 30 cats outside. Okay? And she feeds possums and raccoons in her backyard. So when she was cooking for Thanksgiving dinner, she says to me and my husband, will you go over to my house, and get the applesauce in the fridge? So I forgot to bring it over. 10-minute drive. We're like, it's fine. My husband has never been in her house. I have. Against my own will. So we drive there, and we get to the house, and he's like, okay. It looks better on the outside than it does on the inside. He's like, okay. So then we open the door. Let's set the scene, shall we? Okay. Have you seen the show? What's it called?
Hoarders.
Just Hoarders, yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen the show Hoarders? This would be a house
Featured.
in the Hoarders show. First thing when you open the door, a wall stacked full. You don't even see the wall. I mean, boxes upon boxes upon boxes, probably doubled up with Monster High dolls. Okay? Then on this wall, we have Renaissance paintings. You can't even see the wall. Just a bunch of them. Then on this wall, we have furniture, couches, old couches that have probably like taken off the side of the road. Not for humans, but for cats. And it has a layer about that thick of cat hair over top of the actual cushion. There's boxes everywhere. There's cat puke on the floor everywhere. How long has it been there? I don't know. The smell is so pungent that you have to hold your breath the entire time you're in there, because if you breathe that in, you will dry heave and you may throw up right next to the cat barf. Honestly, it's probably why the cats were throwing up, because they can't stand the smell of their own shit everywhere in this house. So we make the small walk to the fridge. The fridge, nasty. This is a person who lives one person by yourself. I have lived in a couple different settings. I've lived with my family of 5. Typically, everyone has their own leftovers. Everyone has their own meals. The fridge is very full. Living as just a couple, 2 of us, the fridge is kind of full, but it's nothing compared. Like, there's room to put more stuff in there. This fridge was even more full than a family of 5's fridge. And she's only one person living in here. And everything in it, when I say the fridge, okay, imagine you're opening a fridge in a horror movie and the lighting that they would use for that, and the shadows and the crust and the mold that they would put in that. That is the fridge we are talking about. And it is stacked full of just, not just food. There is a pull-out, you have like a vegetable drawer filled to the brim with batteries. Like not all food, just stuff. So anyways, we're like, we can't find this applesauce because we're digging through so much shit. We finally find the applesauce, or what we think to be the applesauce, after about 15 minutes of looking. The applesauce, no joke, guys, I am not exaggerating this time, has a layer probably that thick, which doesn't seem like a lot, but wait, of mold sitting on the top. So we sit there, and me and my husband are debating, what do we do? Do we not take it back to her and say, like, hey, we can't take it because it's moldy? What do we do? And so we're like, well, I don't want her to yell at me, because she's the type of person to quite literally scream, like, at the top of her lungs when she's upset. So I was like, let's just pretend that we didn't open it. We just saw that it was an applesauce container, and we'll take it to her. And when she opens it, she'll see the mold, and she'll go, oh, someone needs to go into town, and she'll throw it away, and we can go in town and get it. We'll let her make the decision so we don't get yelled at.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we take the applesauce back. Okay? And she's like turned, she's cooking something, whatever. We sat down on the countertop. Here you go. And we go sit in the living room. They have an open concept house. My grandparents do. So you're in the living room. You can see everything that's happening in the kitchen. So me and my husband were sitting there like this, and we're like watching. She's over here. We're like doing one of these, a little side eye type deal. And she opens it. Hold on. Okay. This is the container. She opens it like this, goes, oh. Puts the lid down, takes a spoon, scoops off the layer, throws it in the trash, walks over to her dish, dumps the rest in her dish. Oh, hell nah. So my mom, my lovely mother, she has a lot of food allergies. She can't have apples. So we have a family group chat that we were texting in. My husband was like texting my brother, my sister, my mom, like, hey guys, like, we need to find out what this applesauce is in. My mom was like, don't you worry, I can't have apples. I'll ask what it was in because I can't have it. So then my mom, to the rescue, says, hey, why'd you put that applesauce in? Because I can't have it. And she's like, oh, it's in the cranberry sauce. Great. Okay. So my mom texts back in the group chat. Like, we're all in the same room here. My mom's texting. She's like, it's in the applesauce. No one eat the applesauce. Or the cranberry sauce. No one eat the cranberry sauce. Nobody eat the cranberry sauce. Okay, so we all got the hint. Well, my uncle comes. He's not in this group chat. I don't have his number. Nobody has his number. He just recently got a new phone. He doesn't have Facebook. There's no way to get a hold of him. If I whisper something to him, it'll be obvious. Mm-hmm. So we're all sitting there like, how do we tell Dean? How do we tell Dean? We don't know. Dean loves cranberry sauce. Dean has about 4 healthy portions of cranberry sauce. The mold hasn't kicked in yet. At the end of the meal, she goes, wow, no one but Dean was eating my cranberry sauce.
Because you put mold in it.
Yeah, we know. And so she goes, well, I guess we'll have to put it in some Tupperware. Someone will have to take it home. Dean, do you want it? Yeah, I love cranberry sauce. Yeah, I'll take it. And we're like, we're trying to give him the eyes. We're like, no. He's not getting it. He's clueless. Lovely man. He's just like, yeah, I'll take the cranberry sauce. Let's go. I haven't heard from Dean since. He may be dead. Oh my God. I don't know. But she
didn't come last year?
I didn't go last year. No, they only go for Thanksgiving, and I probably should check up on him. I should text my cousin and say, hey, how's your dad doing?
She's still kicking?
I didn't get invited to a funeral or anything, so I assume he's still alive, right? But yeah, this is the same woman. Like, I don't even know what the word is to describe, but she tried to poison us with applesauce. Bye. Oh, we're just